that CBSE Business Studies paper is almost application based. That means it has maximum questions of it are case studies. So mere rote learning won't work here. सिर्फ रट्टा मारने से कुछ नहीं होगा business studies में. न्यूमोनिक्स भी आप लोग याद करते हो, उसका भी कभी कभी कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. So what you have to do here is you have to understand the concepts clearly so that you can identify whatever is being asked in the question. And those tricks also I'm going to share with you. But first let's start with chapter number 1, Nature and Significance of Management. Now let us first talk about what is management. Management क्या होता है? अगर हम layman language में बोले तो management मतलब किसी से अपना काम करवाना, making somebody do something for you. So management in business studies is what? Management is the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals work together with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. अब हमारे पास इस डेफिनेशन में 3 ऐसे वर्ड्स आए जो हमें समझने बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ एग्जाम ऑल्सो. सो मैनेजमेंट क्या होता है? हम एक एनवायरमेंट ऐसा डिजाइन करते हैं और उसको मेंटेन करते हैं जहां पे इंडिविजुअल्स वर्क टुगेदर, वेयर पीपल कम and work together with the aim of achieving goals. Goals achieve करने के लिए वो कौन से goals हैं? Organizational goals as well as individual goals, effectively and efficiently. सबसे पहली चीज, मैनेजमेंट एक प्रोसेस है. प्रोसेस का क्या मतलब है? मैनेजमेंट इज कंसीडर्ड टू बी अ प्रोसेस बिकॉज इट इन्वॉल्व्स इंटररिलेटेड फंक्शंस, अ सीरीज ऑफ इंटररिलेटेड फंक्शंस, दैट इज प्लानिंग, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So this is an ongoing process. Management कभी भी रुकता नहीं है कहीं पे भी. You plan, you organize, staffing, directing, controlling and then again you plan. So it is a process because it involves interrelated functions. Then achieving goals effectively and efficiently. अब effectiveness का मतलब क्या है यहाँ पे? Effectiveness का मतलब है doing the right task and on time. जब कोई एम्प्लॉय टाइम पे काम पूरा करता है और करेक्टली करता है, right task on the right time, then that employee is said to be effective. That person is said to be doing the work effectively. And efficiently. Efficiently means doing the task correctly with minimum cost. जब एक एम्प्लॉय रिसोर्सेस को एफिशिएंटली यूज करके करेक्ट टास्क मिनिमम कॉस्ट के साथ करता है, दैट एम्प्लॉय इज सेड टू बी एफिशिएंट. मतलब कि वो काम एफिशिएंटली कर रहा है. सो दिस इज व्हाट मैनेजमेंट इज, अ प्रोसेस ऑफ डिजाइनिंग एंड मेंटेनिंग एन एनवायरनमेंट in which individuals work together with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. So these 3 words are very important and are to be kept in mind while you are defining management. Now let's talk about efficiency and effectiveness in detail. Just now I told you what is effectiveness and what is efficiency. Effectiveness होता है काम को ऑन टाइम कंप्लीट करना, डूइंग द राइट टास्क ऑन टाइम. ठीक है? एंड एफिशिएंसी मींस डूइंग दैट टास्क विद द मिनिमम कॉस्ट. कम से कम कॉस्ट में उस काम को सही तरीके से पूरा करना इज एफिशिएंसी. नाउ दिस इफेक्टिवनेस focuses on end result. That means it just needs the right task on time. टाइम पे काम पूरा हो गया. That is the only focus of effectiveness. And efficiency focuses on cost benefit analysis. That means getting the maximum output with minimum cost. Minimum cost के साथ maximum productivity, maximum output. Now these two sound similar, but they are only interrelated. They are not the same. So a person can be effective and not efficient, can be efficient but not effective, can be both. So this is effectiveness and efficiency. Now let's talk about characteristics of management. Number one, management is goal oriented. मतलब कि management always has some goals that are to be achieved. It lays down the aims, the goals of the organization, and they should be clearly stated by the management so that the employees have no problem in fulfilling the goals. And also management, what does management do? Management integrates the efforts of the members so that these goals are achieved. Alright, so this is management is goal oriented. That means it aims to achieve the goals of the organization. Then management is all pervasive. Pervasive का मतलब है it is required at all the places. It is required everywhere. It is a universal concept. That means कोई भी organization हो, business, non-business, economic, social, political, whether it's a school or a restaurant or an office, corporate, business, हर जगह पे हमें मैनेजमेंट की जरूरत है. मैनेजमेंट के बिना कोई भी काम पूरा नहीं हो सकता, because management lays the base of the organization. So management is all pervasive. That means it is a universal concept. Now, one of the most important characteristics of management is that it is multi-dimensional. Now, you have to remember this very clearly. It has 3 dimensions. Multi-dimensional मतलब बहुत सारे dimensions है. So, it has 3 dimensions. Management of work, management of people, and management of operations. इनको एक एक करके समझते हैं कि इनका मतलब क्या है. मैनेजमेंट ऑफ वर्क मीन्स दैट मैनेजमेंट क्या करती है, जो भी काम एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, बिकॉज इट्स एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड यू हैव टू डू सम वर्क देयर. सो व्हाट डज मैनेजमेंट डू? मैनेजमेंट कन्वर्ट्स दिस वर्क इनटू गोल्स टू बी अचीव्ड. अब काम करते टाइम वी ऑलवेज थिंक अबाउट व्हाट इज द गोल, व्हाई आर वी डूइंग दिस वर्क. सो मैनेजमेंट कन्वर्ट्स दिस वर्क इनटू goals to be achieved so that it becomes easy for the employees to move towards that goal, right? So that it becomes easy for the employees to work. And this is management of work. Then management of people. अब काम करने के लिए we always need employees. We need humans to do work. So management of people. People are to be managed. People are to be given work by the management, by the organization to achieve the goals. Ultimately management का ultimate aim क्या है? Organizational goals को achieve करना. So management of people is what? That management aims to integrate the effort of people. It aims to give work to people so that these goals are achieved. And then management of operations. हर एक business, हर एक organization has to do something, it always produces some goods or services. Now, what is operations? Operations is this production. जो भी production हो रही है goods की, services की, उसको हम operations बोलते हैं. तो for the survival of an organization, these operations are very important. So management of operation means when management of work and people is combined. That means people are given tasks to do so that production can take place. That is management of operations. How that work is to be done and by whom it is to be done. That is what management of operations is. Now, fourth point. Management is a continuous process. Now we discussed it in the starting also when I was telling you the definition of management. Management is a continuous process. That means it has an ongoing series of functions. जो भी हमने करी थी planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So these were the 5 functions of management that are performed by the managers simultaneously, one after the other, and on continuous basis. So management is a continuous process. That means all the functions in the management are performed one after the other on a continuous basis. कभी रुकता नहीं है मैनेजमेंट का प्रोसेस, बिकॉज अगर मैनेजमेंट नहीं होगी तो कोई काम नहीं हो सकता ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में. सो मैनेजमेंट इज अ कॉन्टिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. नाउ मैनेजमेंट इज अ ग्रुप एक्टिविटी. अभी हमने डिस्कस किया अबाउट द मैनेजमेंट ऑफ पीपल. सो ग्रुप एक्टिविटी मीन्स व्हाट? एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में लोग बहुत डाइवर्स जगहों से आते हैं. मेनी मेंबर्स ज्वाइन एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड एवरीबडी हैज देयर इंडिविजुअल गोल्स. मैनेजमेंट का क्या एम होता है? उस इंडिविजुअल एफर्ट को कंबाइन करना, कोऑर्डिनेट करना एंड देन वर्क एज अ टीम, एज अ ग्रुप. सो मैनेजमेंट इज अ group activity, which means that it integrates the efforts of the people, it coordinates them and aims at performing the tasks like a team in a group. So management is a group activity. Then dynamic function. एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक्सटर्नल एनवायरमेंट से बहुत अफेक्ट होती है, राइट? इट इज इन एक्सटर्नल एनवायरमेंट, इट हैज मेनी फैक्टर्स, इकोनॉमिक, पॉलिटिकल and anything which affects it from the external. So dynamic का मतलब है that it has to adapt itself to the changes in the external environment. जो भी changes आते हैं उसके according adapt करना, उसके according goals को set करना is what management has to do. So management is a dynamic function. That means it adapts itself to the changes in the external environment. And then intangible force. Lastly, intangible force का क्या मतलब है? In accounts we have read about intangible assets. That means something which cannot be seen but it can be felt. तो मैनेजमेंट की भी प्रेजेंस एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में can be felt by what? If there is coordination in the organization, if there is orderliness, the employees are happy, the goals are being achieved. So that is how presence of management can be felt in the organization, and that's why management is an intangible force, because its presence is felt. It cannot be seen, right? So these are the characteristics of management. Management is goal oriented, it is all pervasive, it is multidimensional, it is a continuous process, it is a group activity, it is a dynamic function, and it is an intangible force. So I hope this is all clear to you now. Now let's talk about objectives of management. Objectives क्या होते हैं? Objectives are the ends towards which the organization is directed. मतलब कि जो भी हमारा एंड गोल है, जो हमारा एम है, वो हमने जो अचीव करना है, दैट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव. दैट आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. सो देयर आर 3 टाइप्स ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. नंबर 1 ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल ऑब्जेक्टिव, देन सोशल ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड पर्सनल ऑब्जेक्टिव. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स फर्स्ट. Organizational objectives are the most important objectives for the business. It includes profit, survival, growth. अब प्रॉफिट, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को पैसा चाहिए काम करने के लिए, इट नीड्स मनी टू वर्क एंड टू सर्वाइव. तो प्रॉफिट इज व्हाट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अर्न्स. सो एवरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एम्स टू अर्न such an amount which can cover all its cost and is also a kind of incentive. That means cost तो cover हो जाएंगी, उसके बाद भी आपके पास पैसे बचेंगे. So that is profit. Profit is the reward for risk bearing. It is the lifeblood of business. Without profit, no business can work. क्योंकि पैसे के बिना कोई काम नहीं चल सकता. Then survival. Survival means हर एक business एम करता है कि वो कंटिन्यूअसली मार्केट में बना रहे, दैट इट सर्वाइव्स इन द मार्केट कंडीशंस, एंड दैट इज ओनली पॉसिबल व्हेन इट इज एबल टू अर्न प्रॉफिट. स्टार्टिंग में एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अपनी कॉस्ट को कवर करने की ही कोशिश करती है, बट देन व्हेन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सेटल्स इन द मार्केट, it aims to earn profits, it aims to earn revenue that is more than the cost. So That is how an organization survives in the market. And then growth. हर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एम करती है that it grows, that it adds to the prospects. मतलब जैसे एक इंडिविजुअल का प्रमोशन होता है, वैसे एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का एम क्या होता है कि वो बढ़े, that it grows. So growth is what is added to the prospects of the business, and it can be measured by sales volume, the number of employees, the branches that the business has. And so growth हम कैसे देखते हैं एक business की, that how much the business is expanding, number of employees, sales volume, these are all the examples of how we can measure growth. So these are organizational objectives. Now coming to social objectives. Social objectives, as the name is suggesting, are those objectives which are to be achieved for the benefit of the society. Social responsibility वाला chapter था 11th standard में. There we discussed some of the social objectives. So that is the objective of management here, to fulfill some of the needs of the society, to work for the welfare of the society. That is social objective. And it has now become obligatory, it has now become a responsibility of the businesses to work for the welfare of society. So social objectives में क्या क्या आएगा? The regular things that we always discuss about social welfare, that means providing employment opportunities to people, educational facilities provide करना, medical facilities देना. So all these things come under social objectives that are done for the welfare of the society as a whole. Now personal objectives. We just now discussed that there are many diverse individuals in an organization. Many people come from different places to join an organization, and they all have diverse needs. उन सबके needs अलग अलग होती हैं, and everybody aims to achieve some of their individual needs. Organizational goals तो पूरे करने ही है एक organization में आने के बाद. You have to work in a team. But then a person also works for himself or herself. Personal goals भी उन्हें पूरे करने हैं. So management has to take care that the personal objectives of employees are fulfilled. The personal needs of employees are fulfilled. These personal objectives may include incentives like a good salary, bonuses, and then a good working environment, respect among the employees, peer recognition. That is all what comes under personal objectives. So I hope now that these objectives of management are clear to you, and now you have to learn it and you have to read it so that it becomes more clear. So in the next video, I will discuss with you the importance and nature of management and all the rest of the topics that are left. And if you like the video, do share and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates. And you can also DM me on Instagram if you have any doubts or for your suggestions. I'm open. So yeah, that's it. See ya. Goodbye.